Thank you, Chairman, for your kind remarks. Yes, I'm Pekka Virkamäki and head of the City of Vantaa Building Control. We have about 200,000 inhabitants, and I'm running a building control that has about 40 workers. First, I would tell a few words about Finland. I don't know exactly if you know Finland very well, but we are living up in north. So up in north lives about 10 million people, of which 6 million is in Finland. And you are living here in your country. It's about 500 kilometers in south of Finland. And we have the same. We are as up in north than Siberia, the northern parts of Siberia, but of course we have the Gulf Stream, so that our kind of climate is more convenient than in Siberia. We have, but in winter we can have 35 degrees cold, and in summer 30 degrees warm. And there is about, if you think about Finland, we are building about 40,000 flats every year, new flats, and we have about 2 million kind of single flats and houses in Finland. And if we think about building control, the costs of whole building control activities in Finland is about is about 80 million euros, and there is about little more than 1,000 people working for building control. There was the first building controller 100 years ago in Helsinki. He put the standard so that there should be one building controller for every 5,000 inhabitants. So that it's because we have 6 million people and little more than 1,000, so that it is the figure kind of fits even today. We are collecting with fees from this 80 million about 50 million, and this is the kind of building control activities is part of the municipal bodies, so that we have 300 building control offices. Yes. Yes. I told only the figures because now I will tell about our building control system. This is the bureaucracy, how we make the building permits, and how we kind of build our country. In Finland we have a very strict planning system. We have, so that you could understand our building control system, there is first the planning system. We have 3 kind of planning systems. We have the regional land use plan that is done for the whole county. Then there is the local master plan for the whole municipality. And then local detailed plan. When the city council approves the local detailed plan, it has an obligation to provide all the municipal technical electricity, sewerage system, water systems to the building site. And also it has an obligation to provide daycare, schools, all the municipal services also. So that if you buy a plot where there is a detailed plan, you have the right to build there. So that if you apply for a building permit, we have to, if it's the plan is according to the local detailed plan, we have to kind of grant the permit. We don't have any decision in that respect. Here is an example of a local detailed plan. It is so that it is for us like a law. There is the picture where shown the plots, and then there is the roads, and also there is places for the schools and kindergartens and all these kind of things. It is approved by the local municipality, so that there is no state involvement in this, so that it is independent decisions of municipalities. And we have 300 municipalities. The smallest is 1,500 people, and the biggest, Helsinki, is 600,000. They have all the same rights and all the same kind of law behind them. Here is the simple kind of structure of building permit. You have there on your seats, you had a small brochure of our building process guidance for one house buildings. First, we are giving guidance to the builders before they even start to plan their building. Then when they have then planned their kind of building, then they make an application form. Our system is so that we approve every main designer, so that the applicant must give us kind of information of the main designer, and then we approve on every according to how difficult the building is, the building process is, so that we approve the qualified main designer. Then he makes the drawings and then makes an application form. Then we have to make a notice for neighboring landowners. All the neighbors will give information that there has been an application of building. Then we have discussions with the main designer about the building permit, what kind of buildings, how it fits in the existing structure, and then we, if all the demands are concluded, then we admit the building permit. The building permit, after that, starts the building process by initial meeting, so that on the site we go and look and see what kind of terms there is in the building permit, and then they can start the building. Then they bring us the mechanical engineering plans, structural plans, and also about ventilation and these kind of systems. And then starts the construction, and on the site we have this kind of construction work supervision. We look for the drawings, and then we visit on the site. On a normal one house site in Vantaa, we visit about 7 times during the construction work. And on a block of flats, maybe 5,000 square meters, we visit 15 times. And then when the building work has been completed, then we have a kind of supervision of and give the kind of the owner of the building, we gave him the right to take it under use. This is our kind of momentum, because we can, if we don't give the permission to take it under use, it cannot be used. If they try to move in, then we can get police or something else to stop that activities. And that is the taking over inspection. And then after that, this is the end of building control. Then we have also obligation in Finland to supervise how people take care of their buildings, so that we have authority also to give them orders to paint building or to take care of it, also the groundings. And that is our job today. Here is a normal application form. There is what kind of preliminary information we need. Here are all the kind of all kind of papers and plans that we need for kind of making the decision of the building permit. Here is some example of the building. There was a 8-story building built there. There is the kind of the master plan there, or detailed plan on the right side, and here on the left side, what is now the kind of the real what has happened there. Here is a normal house. There is two kind of blocks of parking and then 5 blocks of housing. And in Finland we have, in the master plan is very detailed kind of norms of how much you can build there. Every square meter is kind of mentioned there. Then we have today, for 5 years, we have this kind of very strict energy saving kind of norms in Finland. Then there is the fee of our building. If we think about the single house, normal fee for building control is about 1,500 euros. It's much more than you have here in UK, but no one complains in Finland about it. And now if I think about our problems now in Finland, because we have 300 local municipalities, that everyone has its own local building controller. So that there is, in Helsinki there is 120 people working for building control, but in smaller municipalities, the building controller is also the city architect, and that's why the kind of the expertise and knowledge about the technical things are very low in most of our countries. I think in 20 biggest cities we have this kind of very good control over building processes, but outside them it is very poor. But you have the material there in your booklets. I won't go to details anymore. But if I say generally, you have in UK, you have to struggle of your position here in Finland. People rely very much on building control, so that we get more and more jobs all the time, and also more and more personnel, so that there is no problems with the building control. We only have to organize ourselves so that we can kind of give standard kind of quality in all our countries. And now the government has decided that in 2016 there should be only 50 building control bodies, so that that would cover whole country, and we are very much looking forward to it in our association. The association that I'm also representing, this kind of, we have 700 members of the 1,000. It is voluntary, and we have also this kind of educational days, 3 days in March. Okay, but thank you. If you have any questions, I'm ready to answer.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen.